Now, your style is definitely satanic death metal, which is not exactly black metal then again, but musically you're very, very much death metal. But those topics you have always been dealing with, including the kind of a very famous like "fuck the ways of Christ" kind of things, are very much like something that is more typical to black metal. So with you, it's pretty much you and D-Side taking the spearhead of this style, insulting Christianity, taking to intelligent levels. You even more than D-Side, if I get to say. Yeah. Why this particular path?
I think the whole thing is like when I started the band, I wanted to do something that was very authentic, satanic. You know, when we did Rites of the Black Mass, I wanted to do an album that it wasn't a gimmick. In fact, if you remember, there's a movie called Trick or Treat, and it was a Halloween movie, and this artist, this musician does this ritual on an album, and they play it and stuff. And I always said, even when I was younger, I was like, if I ever did an album, I want something like that, that if you put it on, you're getting the real shit, you know? And with Rites, it was the actual Black Mass set, the music. Not to mention, you know, that I was brought up in a Christian household, always had the button heads and dealing with those types. And, you know, when you go on your own and after you evolved into, you know, not wanting to be a part of that, I had a lot of anger I needed to let out. So when I was a teenager, I just started that came out of me. So music was like my release. And, you know, and you have to remember, you know, death and black metal really wasn't too much of a, besides Venom saying black metal or, you know, Possessed saying death metal.
Yeah.
There wasn't like any lanes to go in. We just did what you did.
Yeah.
So that when people label you Black Death or whatever, I don't really care what they, you know, we're just a satanic underground band, you know, whatever you want to label us, it doesn't matter to me.